Good evening. I'm here to do the new moon in Scorpio collective reading. So many messages, so many downloads, like even just like for myself, but also preparing for this, for the collective to read, like it's all coming to me way faster than I can wrap my head around it. So bear with me, please. I wanted to start off by saying, I wanted to talk about protection. New moon in Scorpio, great time to talk about it. Now is a great time to amp up your protection. It's all in the intention. So, you know, even if you just sit with yourself and, you know, call in the white light and say, I am protected, or whatever, just consciously saying that. Several times a day will get you in the habit of doing that normally without a second thought. And then it help, you know, you'll be protected all the time. So, it's very important, you know, when we sleep, we are, you know, our souls are journeying, and we need to protect ourselves then. And we also need to protect ourselves from, you know, all forms of communication, radio, television, all of that, music, things like that. It's all spell work. It's all, you know, the music that you listen to becomes the life that you live, you know, things like that, because it's the energy that you're in when you're in that energy of the music, you know, or the movies, or the radio. So what I'm saying is protecting yourself from those things, from calling things into your life that you don't want. Protecting yourself while you do or receive energy work, while you go out in public, you know, and you're around other people's energy, so you don't absorb it, and pick up any, you know, negativity from somebody else, especially if you're a sensitive and empath. Someone who works with energy can really pick up on that stuff very easily. So this new moon is huge. It's kind of opening the door to the winter, but also Scorpio energy is all about stripping away. It's very intense energy of, like, Scorpio energy is bringing things that are no longer working front row and center to be exposed, to be eradicated. Scorpio energy is like, I'm not fucking around. This isn't working anymore, and I'm done with it. It's so basically, first you have to ask yourself, what are you trying to let go of? What are you, what is no longer working? What is so much so no longer working that's become deafeningly loud, that you can't ignore it anymore? It's come to the surface. It's begging for your attention. So what is it? And then release it, right? And then ask yourself, what is it that you truly desire? Because then that opening, what you truly desire, will take that space. That's that new moon Scorpio kind of balance here. And we're in like a threshold of ask yourself, what is it that you're trying to create? Because the energy right now is all, it's creative energy, and it's from the soul. That's that Scorpio energy. It's just all, it's all from the soul. And you're being asked what it is that you want. What is it that you are, between now and the springtime? Like, if you were, this winter, what are the things that you can do in hibernation? Like, what are the steps you'll take so you will bloom in the springtime? That's kind of what this new moon is asking. So what are you creating this winter? That will be finished, presented, whatever the case, come springtime. That's the energy there. So let me now pull some cards. So I just gotten done doing some sage and Palo Santo right before. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brittany. And if you are just joining us, say hello. And if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay. So how I do these is I do A and B of an oracle card, and then I do tarot for each one based off of that oracle, or just with the oracle card to kind of get the message out. I feel like it's not just like something that's brand new, like, oh gee, this thing that is brand new that I'm all of a sudden, you know what, I'm done with. I feel like it's something that's been like, even if it hasn't been at the forefront of your brain, it's been itching away at you, or just there, scratching away at the surface, just in the back of your brain, just at the tip of your tongue. This eclipse season, I feel like this eclipse season has brought it up and has made you aware of it, to the point where it's like a naggingness. And now with this new moon in Scorpio, it's like, whatever that thing is, you're like, oh, right, already, I'm done, you know? So that's this energy, so. All right, what are we gonna pull for A's? I was seeing like round, and I was like an eyeball, and then I was like, no, it's not an eyeball, and then I was like, it's a globe, and then I was like, oh, that's not right either, and then I was like switching between an eyeball and a globe, almost like it's not quite the answer, but we're getting there. And then I pulled clocks. And there it is, the round thing I saw in my third eye. Time to let it go. It's so I feel that like came shouting. Like, if you look at this if you look at this photo, like all of the, barely hanging on by a thread here, right? And there's destruction and chaos in the background. Time is up. It's, you know, it's time to let go. Whatever it is that you've been dragging along with you like a dead anchor, it's time to let it go. It's not working anymore. All right. Tarot. Let's see for A's. I just want to add, I got so many orders last week, and I finally sent them all out. And I am just so grateful for all of you who watched my video, all of you who ordered from me, all of you who, you know, just watch my stuff. You know, and support me in my small business. I see you. You're not alone, or you won't be for much longer. You're building something I feel like you're building something, you're creating something that has so much, you know, fire and passion behind it for you. You know, it's something really from the heart. But that thing you're not letting go of is what's hindering your growth in this area. So it's time to let it go to allow space for this thing that you have been working on to flourish. I see an alligator. I don't know what that means. They're not telling me anything else. Oh, jeez. If you're just joining in, we are doing A's currently. It's okay to follow your heart. I feel like there's a lot of hesitation here. You know, that kind of goes with the whole, it's hanging on by threads, but you're still standing. Well, everything is being destroyed behind you. It's okay to trust in yourself. It's okay to trust in your vision. I feel like this is a sense of insecurity. But that's literally what's holding you back. It's not even like you don't see that it's already yours. You just see that you don't have it right now. But that's what makes you not have it. Continue to not have it. Because you can't get your own head out of your ass. You know, like you have to believe in yourself. You got to trust in yourself. I feel like this is also a message to like trust in divine timing. Like don't, it's not, like you are exactly where you need to be for you on this path. And the reason why it feels like you're running out of time has to do with our attachment to societal constructs and has nothing to do with divine timing. You have it in you to get you there. You have to nurture the fire. Like that fire, that passion is in you. But I feel like it's gone out a little bit and you need to stoke the flames. You know, because this is what you're meant to do. Look at that. Look at his t-shirt. It has a lion face on it. And then we got the strength card with the lion. I feel like there's more here. My gateway cards want to play. They are the gateway of light activation cards. So you got Orion activation and Seraphim's gateway. Orion activation says supernova, recreation, renewal, and rebirthed by light. If you are A's, you are going through a rebirth. The reason why it seems more like a limbo period is because you're dragging yourself along and you gotta cut the cord for whatever that anchor is that it's time to let go of so you can soar here in your, divinely supported path. Because for Seraphim's gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. So the message here is simple for A's. Let it the fuck go. Whatever it is, you know. It could be a job. It could be a marriage. Or it could be, you know, something like the dentist. You know, you don't like that dentist. Cut them, you know, cut them loose. Whatever. I don't know. Could be literally anything, you know, because this is a collective reading, so it's very generalized, but the message here is to follow your heart and go where your passion lies. But you gotta let go of whatever this anchor is, you know. It could just be a thought process, because that's a thing too. Okay, so now let's move on to B's. Alright, so if you chose B, you got flying. If you chose B, I see this as like taking a huge chance. I feel like you are deciding something or contemplating something, whatever it is, you know. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but you got to do it, you know, because so you got the Two of Wands. This is you currently. You know, the should I stay, should I go? Should I stay, should I go? And then you got the Three of Cups. And then the Knight of Swords. And then you got flying, like you're soaring towards your goals. There's that word again, soaring. I've used it twice now. I never use that word. I feel like it's like an adventure of a lifetime. I just feel and I see and I sense so much like joy and happiness and like freedom and just like in this card, just full connection. I'm seeing like like sisterhood or community or just connection of some sort. I'm seeing this as like emotionally and spiritually positive for you if you chose B. And I see it taking you places. I see it taking you, you know, literally but also figuratively taking you places. And kind of just like fast tracking you where you need to be. Yeah, this is part of how you find yourself, I guess. So you got the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. I see this landing you, whatever it is, I see this landing you in something that you can grow from, something that you can work on, something that feels like home. Whatever this is, whatever road this takes you, I can't make this up. Unbelievable. Okay. So you got Star Gathering and Stargate Heart. Star Gathering says stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. So this is literally what I was just describing, was like your soul family. This is a coming back to yourself. That is the remembering home part. Stars aligned, it's literally fallen in your lap to be, it's been presented to you, you know? Are you going to take it? Are you going to stay where you are, unhappy? Or are you going to take this chance? And then Stargate Heart said heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. So this is, again, from the heart. This whole journey here is a heart activation, you know, a heart opening portal. And the stars are aligned for it. So, if I were you and I chose B, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd be like, well, shit. Buy me that plane ticket now. Sign me up for that class. Whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. You know? So that's the reading for this new moon in Scorpio. The messages are really clear. Scorpio energy can be mysterious, but it also can be extremely direct. So, guess we got the direct, straight to the point today. So let me know in the comments whether you chose A or B, and if it resonated, if you feel so called to do so. Like and share and follow me if you don't already, if you feel called to do so. And I do these readings every 2 weeks. I do the new moon and the full moon for the 2 weeks ahead, the energy for the 2 weeks ahead. I will be doing a New Year reading. I know I said I was going to do it last year and I never did. And then I said I was going to do the 6-month one and I never did. But I am, you know. I feel like it had a lot to do with I just couldn't find the time to do it. And I couldn't find the time to, you know, sit down and really tap into that energy. So looking back now, I feel like it was probably for the best. Just like, there was a reason why I wasn't supposed to do the collective readings, but I'm already getting messages and like flowing, like I keep seeing just January 2026 is like a giant neon sign, and I haven't quite figured out why. I haven't had time to sit and tap into that yet, but before I do the reading I will. But also we're completing the year of the snake, and boy has it been the year of the snake, the year of transformation for sure. We're moving into the year of the horse, which horses are fast, you know, so gallop, fast, high speed. So we completely shed ourselves. I'm going to get into it more when I tap into the energy and do the reading, but we stripped ourselves of our old skin, and we are now coming through it in our new skin, and we will be stepping into the new year in our new skin, the year of the horse, where things are really going to take off pretty quickly and pretty, you know, trajectory. So where are you right now? You know, what side of the curve are you? Are you sloping up or are you sloping down? Because whichever way you're aiming now or over the next, you know, month or so is where you're going to skyrocket, you know? So if you're headed in the lows, you're going to be skyrocketing towards, you know, rock bottom. But if you're headed towards your potential, you're going to skyrocket, you know, to your best potential. So I will get more into that with that. If you ever want a one-on-one reading with me, feel free to message me. In my bio is also the link to my website. You can book directly. I do them online and in person, as well as Reiki. And all of my services till the end of the month are 50% off for the holidays, as well as gift cards. So if you wanted to like buy a gift card as a present for somebody, you could get it at 50% off as well, till the end of the month. So take advantage of this deal, because it's a steal. It is. Yes, I believe that is all. That is all. Yes, and I will talk more then too about protection. You can never have enough protection. I don't know why I'm still alive. Nobody's talking to me. Anyway, all right, so that's it, and have a good night.